Hello everyone, welcome to Creatively Crafty Me. I am Charlena, and today I just want to talk to y'all about a crochet along that I have decided to join. Originally, I wanted to do a project that would take a little while, so I was thinking that I would do a temperature blanket because you know that lasts the whole year from January 1st all the way to December 31st, but I was also kind of skeptical of if I would actually be able to stick to the completed project for the entire year. And then I happened to be watching a live from Carrie, the Yarning Elephant, and she was talking about doing a crochet along for the Sophie Universe blanket. And I was just looking at the blanket thinking, firstly, I thought, what is the Sophie's Universe? What is Sophie's Universe? Because I had actually never heard of this blanket. So I looked it up. I had originally never even heard of Sophie's Universe. So I did a little search and thought that this was a very beautiful blanket and I would love to make one for myself. And so I contacted her and let her know that I wanted to be a part of the crochet along, and she said fine. So there is a Facebook group associated with the Sophie's Universe Cal. There is also a messenger group, and you can also contact Carrie. So if I'm not mistaken, anyone can join. All I did was contact her and let her know that I wanted to be a part of this crochet along, and that was that. So the first step was to buy the book. Now my understanding is there is a free version of the pattern, but I wanted the book because I was actually amazed that this book was one pattern. And for that reason alone, I wanted the book. So I asked for the book. So I actually ordered the book, and I'm going to use the book to make the blanket. And then I needed to choose my yarns. So I wanted some yarn that I wanted to get some yarn that I felt would be easily available in case for some reason I needed to replace the yarn, or if I didn't particularly like the colors that was currently going into the blanket, I could change it up and get it real easy. So I decided that I was going to just use Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn, because I felt like this was a yarn that would be readily available all the time. It would be very easy to get more yarn if I needed more yarn, or get a different color if I wanted a different color. Even though I think this blanket is very beautiful made in these colors, I wanted to make it in a color scheme that is more my style. So I decided I am going to use blues, grays, and white for my blanket because I just thought it would look really pretty. And so like I said, I chose I Love This Yarn, and my base color is this gray mist. So there are, if I'm not mistaken, 10 different shades in the blanket. I did buy all I Love This Yarn in different shades. So like I said, my first shade here is gray mist. Then I decided to go with this one here. This is navy. And the next shade I have is this blue and dark denim. And I chose this shade of blue in Stonewash. This shade of blue in Soft Blue. This one in Arctic Ice. I also have this shade here in Linen. I have just a basic white. And then I also chose these two variegated yarns. Well, this variegated and this speckled. This one is there was one shade they suggested that you have more than the others. I think most of them, it said you would need 246 yards. So these are 252 yard skeins. So I'm hoping that this is enough. But like I said, I chose this I Love This yarn in case I needed more. I will be able to go back and get more. And this particular one is in the colorway 10 Root. And it's like this pretty gray with these blue speckles in it. This one is called 10 Root. And it's this pretty gray speckled. And then I also have this one here in the shade Float Along. And I have two of those because one shade does say that you need maybe like 400 and some odd yards. I can't remember exactly how many yards, but these are the colors that I've chose. So like I said, my main color is going to be the gray, and I'm going to just do it in various shades of blues, grays, and whites. So yeah, this crochet along starts on January 7th. So I'm excited to get started. I'm so excited to have my yarn, the book, and I'm just excited to get started. So this crochet along actually starts on January 7th, and we're supposed to do one part a week. And I just can't wait to get started. And I'm so excited. I'm actually kind of considering maybe doing a second one as well with a 3-weight yarn, because I chose to do a 4-weight yarn because the blanket turns out to be approximately 6 feet long by 6 feet wide. It's like 5 feet something inches, but almost 6 feet, like roughly 6 feet for the larger size. So that's why I chose the 4-weight yarn, because I wanted to make the larger blanket. But I'm also thinking, like, do I want to do 2 and maybe do the larger one and the medium size one? I haven't fully decided on that yet, but I'm definitely doing the large one, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to get started. I'm going to wait to January 7th when everybody else is supposed to start, and I'm going to keep in pace with everyone who's working on a blanket. So if you want to see how my blanket is turning out, if you want to see what my blanket begins to look like, or if I decide to do a second one as well, then come back, stick around, see what else I have going on, and I will talk to you in the next video. Okay, bye.